Well, there's the old mixer. I'm down 2 tractors. Old clutch out of this one. I was pushing manure, and look at that clutch, baby. She's gone. Got the other tractor's got the computer issues, so I'm down to setting out hay with the old big boy, and we got one loader tractor left, and we have to have hit the other place to feed, so I can't grind the mower until we get them fixed. So you're talking $10,000. It never ends, people. It never ends. I'll talk to you here in just a few. Hello, everyone. Back again on a cold, snowy day. Went from almost 70 to here we are snowing. Made a little video there to start this. We're down 2 tractors. A clutch went out of my one I used to load the mixer. I pushed the manure the other day, and we got another loader tractor down. It went down about the same day, but anyway, we're down to 2 loader tractors, and I've got to have this one here to feed with, and the boys got to have the other one at the other places to feed with. So it is what it is. Looks like it's going to cost us about $10,000 for both tractors. So there it is. I mean, you can't win for losing. But what I want to talk to you about today, and this is for Virginians mostly, and other red states too, to take notice of. Right here in where I live in Scott County, there's 21,000 and some odd people. There's 16,000 registered voters. In the presidential election, about 7,000 people voted, and about 1,000 people voted for Kamala Harris, if you can believe that. And there's about 65% turnout. This time for the governor's election, there was only a 45% turnout, and that goes from and some counties, Southwest Virginia, was 38%, 36%. The Republicans didn't show up to vote. They didn't come out to vote in this election. So, Republicans, you sat on the couch. You didn't come out. This is all your fault, Abigail Spanberger. You know, if all counties come out to vote, this wouldn't have happened. And the Republicans up in Northern Virginia sat at home. The Republican Party's at fault. They didn't put no money in, but and a lot of it was Shear's fault, because she didn't want President Trump to campaign for her. She thought she could win without his help. She didn't want his help. Well, we effed around and you found out. You set out, you didn't come out to vote, and this is what you get. Now everybody's on Facebook and YouTube complaining about Virginia. Well, you sat on the couch. You didn't come out to vote, and this is what you get. It's nothing else but the people who didn't come out to vote. They're the first ones to complain. They're harping about the Second Amendment and all the stuff that's going wrong. Well, you sat on the couch. You didn't come out to vote. It's your fault. No one to blame but yourself. And the Republican Party didn't put no money. They didn't come out to the counties. They take us for granted. They think that people are going to come out to vote. They don't get. I mean, they just don't do nothing. Rhinos. I mean, if the Christian conservatives don't stand up in this country, I don't care how red your red state is, you've got people that who just sit out and think it's somebody else will take care of it. It's eventually coming to your front door. These people are serious. These Democrats are socialists or communists. A lot of Muslims took over legislature up there in Virginia. They're wanting to implement all kinds of laws. They really want to take our guns where we can't fight back. People, if you don't stand up and exercise your right and vote these people out of office and vote the right people in, we're going to lose this country. And, it's like an uphill battle. You got schools. These kids are walking out of schools protesting something that they ain't got no, most of them ain't got no idea what they're protesting. The teachers will tell them to do this stuff. If you go to PTA meetings and if you can voice your concerns, a lot of these liberal nut jobs will have the police there to escort you out. If you they want to implement transgenderism and all this stuff, and then let the Muslims have their hour for prayer in school. But you mentioned the Bible, you can't have that. It's right backwards. We are absolutely losing if you don't stand up. I don't know what it's going to take to get people motivated. I guess when they come to your house and drag you out and throw you in them re-education camps, maybe you wish you'd stood up. When they come to your door, break through your house, ransack your house for what guns you got, if they suspect you've got a gun, if your neighbor tells, well, he's got a gun, he hunts. You got some states trying to ban hunting, fishing, raising cattle, killing chickens for food, like Oregon and these crazy states. They don't want you self-sustainable. They don't want you growing a garden. They don't want you having a milk cow. They don't want you having chickens in your backyard. God forbid that you're self-sustainable and you eat your own food. You better wake up, people. They want you in those 15-minute cities where they can control you. I don't know where it happened to the Bible Belt, but it's gone. It's gone. The people that would stood up and absolutely run these people out of this country are dead and gone. They're in their grave. The rest of the country, the rest of the so-called Christian conservatives ain't got a backbone. Now, you've heard me say this. A lot of them say, well, God's got it. He's in control. We know what happens because it's at the end of the book. We know that we win in the end. Well, your kids and grandkids and you have got to live on this earth until Jesus comes back. He didn't say sit down and do nothing. Stand up. To me, voting this immorality out of this country is standing up for Jesus. You are standing on biblical principles. To not let these Hakeem Jeffries and all this rhino trash that's in office now, and you stand up and applaud these people because they come on Fox News and CNN and they say the right things, but when you look at their voting records, they vote right against your values. Look at Steve Bannon, what's come out with the Epstein files. He wanted to get rid of Trump. He was fighting hard in the background. Look at Major Taylor Greene out of Georgia. Everybody said, oh man, she is America first. No, she was money first. Line their pockets. It's up to us, people. I say it all the time. Stand up and be accountable. I don't understand. People act like they're ashamed to say that they believe in Jesus Christ and died for their sins. They're ashamed. We let these teachers' unions dictate what is being taught to our kids. We don't fight at school boards. You know what? We need to go to every meeting and hold our tax dollars accountable. We're paying for those students to walk out of school. If they want to protest, they can protest after school. They want to walk around the community with a little sign. If they don't like whatever, then they can do it after school, not during school, because the taxpayers pays for them to be there. Your and my money pays for them. I'm sick of these weak-kneed people that won't stand up. Won't stand up for America. They won't stand up for Jesus. They won't stand up for a military. They won't stand up for a police. They let all these illegals come in this country, give them free, and you got people right down there in North Carolina still living in tents and sheds and campers. All the money goes in these big cities for the illegals. All this USAID money goes overseas for transgender junk, to promote transgenderism in Yucatan, wherever they sent the money. And then they holler, we ain't got no money to help the people in the hurricanes, when they send it all over the world. And they ain't got no money to help you and me, but they take our tax dollars. People, I am so frustrated. I'm not ashamed that I believe Jesus Christ died for my sins, and I'll fight every day to say it. I'm not ashamed to say that I own them boomsticks, neither, in my right to defend my home, my farm, and my neighbors. Now, people don't even know who their neighbors are in these big cities, in these places, and they don't care. Used to around here, if you had a barn burnt or something happened, neighbors come together, and it's changed here too. But a lot of people's moved in, a lot of people's died off, and their farms have been sold, and other people's bought them, and people don't get together in the community like they used to. But you'd have barn raises. Now, if something happens, a barn falls or burns up or whatever, people will drive by and go, yep, I hope you had insurance, and go on about the merry way. They don't stop and say, hey, you need some help? When you going to bill back? We'll be right here. They don't do that no more. They go to the house, shut the door, don't come out. And a lot of people, if you go to visit anymore, like you used to on Sundays, people went to houses and visited after church. Now they see you coming and they lock the doors and hide, and like there ain't nobody home. It's a different world we live in. But we can get back to it, people. It's all right there in the Bible. You're going to have to take a stand. Either you're going to stick your head in the sand and crawl back in that cave and hope the world goes by and it don't affect you. But I'm afraid, people, when they come stomping at your door to collect your guns, to take what you've got, then you're going to realize that you should have took a stand. You'll have nobody to blame but yourself. I've rambled on enough. I mean, these videos, they don't let them go out nowhere, and people, I guess they don't like the truth, but I'm going to be up just straight out and tell you. Either you get up off your hind end and go vote and take this country back. President Trump is fighting for America. Like another assassination attempt. He is going up against his own party. Well, he's not a politician. He is America first. He believes in this country. He wants to bring it back to what it once was. And he's fighting people in his own party. They're backstabbers. They're in it for themselves, their own power, their own money. They don't want it interrupted. He's fighting the whole system. And we have got to have his back, and we've got to get out and vote, people. If you want to save this country, you best get up off that couch. And I want for people to say a prayer for young military people that's fixing to probably go into Iran with the next few probably coming days. Let's say a prayer for our military, our young men and women. And till I see you next time, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for watching.